All right. Welcome to the BRIO in the Box podcast. Today we have a special guest. It's Sherralee. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. Are you excited to be here in the studio?
So excited.
I know. I'm glad you were able to cancel your Joe Rogan appearance to be here with us today. So
I just wanted to be here for you and you.
That's awesome. So we're going to talk a little bit about you and who you are as one of our coaches. So everybody that has trained with you, as you've been around for a little while. Let's start with the beginning. Where did you grow up? Are you from Saskatoon?
I was actually born in BC.
Really?
But moved to Warman, where I grew up when I was about 1.
Oh, okay.
So basically from Warman.
Cool.
Yes,
So
small
you're born
town.
in BC.
Mm-hmm.
Which part of BC?
It's near Prince George. It was a small town called Burns Lake.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're from Warman.
Yes.
You grew up there.
For the rest of my life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And would you say you preferred your time in BC over Saskatchewan or no?
Well, from ages 0 to 1, yeah, I mean, it was lovely.
It's beautiful. Mm-hmm. That's a good age to be there.
Yeah, I remember it all.
Yeah. So you went to school in Warman?
Yeah.
What did you do, like sports or activities or anything in school?
So, I think Jocelyn mentioned like elementary school and high school sort of sports, volleyball, and
I guess it's a small town, and like small town, you kind of have to do. You have to do volleyball, or I don't think you're allowed to be part of the school.
Or you don't do anything.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely not the same as it was when I was growing up.
Yeah.
But I did figure skating when I was 5.
Nice.
Yeah.
And still to this day, probably, right?
All the skills.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Can you shoot the duck?
No.
That's where you stick your foot out. No. It's like the only CrossFit relevant figure skating thing, I think.
No, I can't shoot the duck.
So you don't hunt. Okay.
Yeah. And then when I was about 14 and 15, I took Taekwondo for a while.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was fun, but then I discovered boys. And
I think that, you gave up martial arts for boys.
Kind of.
That's hilarious. Were you scaring the boys off with your martial arts skills?
Oh, no, I was... No.
Did you, is it a belt? It's belting system. And
yes.
Did you get any belts at all, or were you just a white belt?
I think orange belt was my highest one.
Sweet.
My friend's dad taught it there, so that's...
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Siobhan is Taekwondo as well.
Is it Taekwondo?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
I think she's a ninja. She's like,
yeah, she's pretty much ninja on, yes.
Yeah, I wouldn't mess with her. So martial arts, and when did you start like working out and that kind of thing? Was CrossFit your first thing, or was there something before that?
No, I did kickboxing as well.
Okay.
In my 20s and early 30s, I guess.
Yeah.
And that was super fun. I wasn't very good at it, but it was a lot of fun. And beer league softball.
Oh, yeah.
Beer league broomball.
Yeah.
And I don't think anybody plays broomball anymore, but
Yeah. I've never played broomball.
yeah, it's fun.
What does broomball involve?
It's like hockey, but with just regular sort of sticks and shoes
And shoes.
and a ball rather than
not
a
on the
puck.
ice?
And on the ice.
Really?
Yeah.
You run on the ice. Man.
Yeah. You
Okay.
can buy special broomball shoes that are like suction cuppy on the bottom.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm learning so much already. This is hilarious. That's okay.
Yeah.
Broomball.
So beer league stuff. And then, so kickboxing and then Globo Gym kind of working out.
Were you like a reps and sets, like body part kind of person?
Like a little bit. I had an online personal trainer for a short period of time.
Okay.
That kind of taught me a little bit about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And, I would take spin classes and some of the power classes and
The body pump stuff.
Yeah,
Yep.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I never did the classes in the Globo gyms, but we did the traditional reps and weights stuff that everybody used to do before CrossFit.
Just because I didn't know any better too, right? Like I didn't know what else to do, so it seemed like a good place to start.
My first class that I actually did at Gold's Gym was when I had met Jocelyn, and she made me do a spin class, and I got like absolutely destroyed. I had no idea that you had to like turn the thing down to take the resistance off. I thought if you just pushed the button, it took the resistance off. And so I just kept cranking it up, and then I would hit the button to take all the pressure off, but it would just go off and right back on again. So by the end, I'm like, I'm just barely able to like turn the stupid thing.
And your legs are
Jocelyn's
so
probably
sore
like,
the
what
next
is
day.
wrong with this kid? I knew he didn't squat, but geez. So you don't just coach CrossFit. What else do you do?
I also do CrossFit.
No, I meant your job. Sorry. that was unclear.
I am a secretary at the police service.
Yeah.
So the unit I'm in now, I've been in for almost 14 years.
Oh, wow.
So I work half-time there, which allows me more days to coach at the gym, which I love. So I have my fun job, and then I have my even funner job.
Right.
So, yeah.
I like how you worded that so they both seem like they're good. And do you get a gun as a secretary in the police station?
No.
Oh.
I've asked for one, but deny.
Really?
So, yeah, I don't know
Do
why.
they ever like take you to shoot guns? Have you done that?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
That's super fun.
Yep.
We got to do that with some of the SWAT guys.
Oh, yeah.
It's
They'd be a
awesome.
fun group to go with, actually.
They are, yeah. It's funny though, because they're like just ready to go, like, and grab the gun just in case you like randomly turn around and be like, "This is fun."
What did you say?
Yeah, that's good. They take it very seriously, as
Yeah.
they should. That's
Yes.
awesome. So, 14 years, you said?
Almost, yeah.
Almost 14 years. That's crazy. And how long have you been with us? How many years? It's been a long time.
Since 2012.
Oh my God,
Yeah, so it's been a while there too.
that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You're a lifer.
It's true.
So, how did you first hear about CrossFit?
So I'm pretty sure I was in Austin, Texas for a conference, and we were watching. It must have been like a rerun of the CrossFit Games from 2011.
Yep.
And I remember them doing they had like the monkey bars and rope climbs, and I wonder if there's some sandbag stuff in there or something like that. And I was just like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So yeah,
And then you came back to Saskatchewan.
yeah, and I started doing a little research,
Yeah. And here you are.
and here I am.
That's nuts. What do you remember of your first like CrossFit experience? Did you come and do like a trial class, or did you just jump in with 2 feet?
I just jumped in. Well, sorry, no, I guess I did a trial class. I tried a trial class at one of the other CrossFit gyms, and then BRIO, and stuck with BRIO,
Of course.
of course. And I don't remember my first class specifically, but I do remember thinking I thought I was in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
And got my ass handed to me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it really humbled me.
Yeah.
But really also drew me in that way. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think that's a pretty common first experience is the like, I'm going to give this a shot. And then you're like, oh shit,
Pretty much.
that's a thing.
Yeah.
That's cool. I'm reading my notes so I don't forget anything here. What would you say is your favorite CrossFit movement?
Rope climbs, deadlifts, thrusters.
Thrusters.
I know you hate them, but
Oh, man.
I actually do like them.
Okay.
But I hate wall balls.
Really? See, I would take wall balls over thrusters.
No.
I think it's a height thing though. I think
Yeah.
the height and I don't know. Why thrusters? What do you like about thrusters?
I don't mind the squatty push.
Squatty pushiness of them. Yeah, that's
But on the other end, I hate wall balls.
Yeah.
Just because there's usually such a high amount of them.
Yeah.
I just hate them so
I know we never do 150 thrusters.
No,
Ooh,
thank God. No,
idea
wait,
for a workout.
Sorry. No.
No, that's too many thrusters. Maybe empty bar. That's funny. Hey, there's a lot of people like that too they're okay with thrusters, but they hate wall balls or vice versa. And it's like it's pretty much the same thing. But
I know, but yet it's not.
so, what would you take if you had to choose between heavy thrusters, light volume or low volume, versus light thrusters, high volume?
Heavy thrusters, for sure.
See, I'm the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's like 95, 65 and there's like 100 of them,
Yep.
count me out.
Yeah.
But if it's like 5 at a time, 135, I'm in for that.
Yep, exactly.
What's your, and you said rope climbs as well?
Yes,
Yeah.
love those.
Yeah.
I remember the first time was at the old BRIO on Central,
Yeah.
and you were teaching us to do rope climbs and asked if there was anybody who wanted to try it. I was like, no.
Oh, yeah.
Not a chance.
Yeah.
So that was my first experience with rope climbs, but
Yeah.
obviously it's,
And then you fell in love with them.
yeah.
I remember that. We only had a 12-foot ceiling in that spot, so they weren't even nearly as terrifying.
Yeah, that's right.
It was easy for me to like one pull,
Yeah.
and now 15 feet is way harder. Least favorite movements?
Wall balls.
Wall balls.
Yes.
You like thrusters, but just hate wall balls.
Yeah,
Have you
it's
ever
awful.
caught the ball with your face?
Yes, not super hard, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Enough to remember.
yeah, pretty much.
What else? Wall balls and what else?
The bike, probably.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't hate it as much as I used to, but I sure don't like it.
Yeah. I always like equate them to like prowler sleds, right? Where it's like, it doesn't matter if you go slow or fast, they suck. Like
It's just always hard.
it's always hard. Yeah. We could spend just the whole time complaining about CrossFit
but
movements.
I won't.
I would. That's the problem. I'm being so dramatic. I work out now. It's fine. It's all good. So what made you want to coach originally?
Well, I took the level 1 in 2014, I guess it was, just to see if I could do it.
Yep.
And I did it. And after that, it was more just like being inspired by the other coaches and like you and Jocelyn, and how energetic they were, and how much they were just immersed in helping people, and you know, and that I just fell in love with that part.
That's
of it.
awesome. What do you remember of your level 1?
For the amount of empty bar, or not even empty bar, just air squats we did, and how sore you were just from like no weight, just all the squats. And I don't know, it was a lot of fun. I loved it. Yeah, it
really is a good experience. Yeah, we did ours forever ago, but they're still great.
Yep.
Do you remember who your people were?
No, I do remember there was one guy that had been at the games, but I don't remember what his name was. So
it's probably George. Just kidding. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a fun experience, and people like have been with us for a long time, and they'll often ask, like, is it worth doing if I've done it all before? And it's like, you've probably heard the same information through us, but there's just something about getting it from a different source or just in a different environment that seems to make it so much more impactful. And, you know,
sometimes there's different cues from somebody else, or just the way they say it makes it click for you.
Yeah, that's my favorite part about like dropping into other gyms, even, you know, seminars aside, is like, you're either going to learn something you enjoy that they're doing that you can incorporate, or they're going to do something where you're like, I wasn't a fan of that, and you know not to do that kind of thing.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
There's always more learning. Okay, last, we were talking about this earlier, last book you read.
So I'm currently reading 4 Past Midnight, which is a Stephen King novel. I'm quite the Stephen King fan.
Okay.
The last nonfiction book I read was Atomic Habits.
Oh, yeah.
James Clear.
Heard of that one, yeah.
It's actually really good.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge nonfiction fan, but I like to throw those in every once in a while.
Yeah.
It's good for you.
I know. See, I have to keep up with Jocelyn, who reads nothing but nonfiction. And I shouldn't say keep up, because that's the wrong word. She doesn't want to talk about my zombie books, but she will openly talk about any kind of nonfiction stuff. So I'm the same way. I try to do like a few fiction and then throw one nonfiction in there.
I like the fiction books. It's just a little bit of an escape, and I like his style too. So
do you read like all through the day or before you go to bed, or what's your?
Anytime.
Really?
Yeah, anytime.
And do you do like TV or movies or anything much?
I like vampire and zombie shows. And
because they're the best.
Fiction things like that.
Yeah. Were you ever into what was that one that was super popular a while back with the werewolf and the vampire, and they were all in love with each other and stuff?
Oh, I read Twilight.
Twilight, yeah. Did you ever watch that one?
I didn't watch them. I don't think I watched the movies, but I did read the books, and I was thoroughly involved in the books.
I never did that. Yeah. I don't think that's my jam.
I don't have a team werewolf, team vampire.
Oh, yeah.
Or anything,
Oh, that's right. Because it was like, which one?
Jacob and whoever.
Oh, you're Eric? Edwin? Eric?
Edward? Yes.
Sure. There's 2 people that are too old to be talking about this stuff.
Definitely. Moving on. Yeah.
Moving on. Okay. We're going to do a few rapid fire ones. So, no pressure. Pineapple on your pizza, yes or no?
Only ham and pineapple.
Only ham and pineapple.
Only Hawaiian.
Like that's your pizza?
If it's going to have pineapple, only ham and pineapple.
But you can't have other ingredients with pineapple?
No.
Okay. But you will accept pineapple?
Yes.
Okay. As long as there's ham. Are you an early bird or a night owl?
Definitely an early bird.
Yeah. That makes sense because you coach our 6 a.m. classes.
And I don't mind.
Yeah.
I don't mind getting up early for those.
Yeah. Do you normally get up same time?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. But I am also in bed very early.
What time do you go to bed?
Like 9.
Oh, that's not bad. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Well, I mean,
I don't think it's that bad.
Some people go, I mean, we put our kids to bed and I go to bed right after around 9. So.
My kids put me to bed now.
Yeah. Circle of life.
That's right.
Okay. Country music. Yes or no?
No.
So we were talking about music a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
And we can always tell when Sherralee's been coaching because when you come in, the music is set to some sort of hard rock or heavy metal type thing. So where does the heavy metal hard rock thing come from?
That's from way back in high school. Yep. Definitely rocker in high school, I guess. I was actually quite excited when I started coaching that I could crank the metal instead of the dance music.
Enough of this EDM crap. Get out of here.
Yeah, definitely prefer the rock music and classic rock. Not everyone appreciats it, but there are some that really do enjoy it.
So if you had to pick one band, like
AC/DC.
AC/DC.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Ever.
Really? Have you ever seen them?
Yeah, a couple times.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yep.
I've never seen them live. I was always a big Guns N' Roses fan when I was, I don't know, grade 9. They were like my favorite band. And then a few years ago, they were playing in Regina on my birthday. And I was like, nah. And now, and it's one of those ones where I like totally regret. Be like, what the fuck was I thinking? Like, it was my birthday. It was Guns N' Roses. I never saw them when I was young. I totally should have gone to see them.
Are you ever going to see them again?
Probably not. I don't think Axl and Slash will let that happen. Beer or wine?
Both.
Really? Like mixed together? Just swirl it up?
There's a thing. No, it's not. I do. I will drink both, yes.
Are you, what kind of beer person are you?
I like lagers.
Yeah. Yeah. And what about wine? White or red?
Red.
Red.
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's good for you.
Is it?
Well,
as good as alcohol could
good
be.
As alcohol can be.
I feel like the people that are saying alcohol is good for you are the people selling alcohol, and then
most likely, yeah.
Probably the people doing the studies are like, I don't know, maybe.
They may have a hand in it. I'm not.
Yeah, it's fine once in a while.
Right, yeah.
Whatever, 3-4 a day, no
Daily
big
bottle?
deal. Yeah, piece of cake. Chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Yeah.
I'm more a vanilla person. Salty or sweet?
Salty.
Salty, like chips and.
Yep.
What's your salty snack?
Like an indulgence?
Or like if you're gonna pick one to go to. You're gonna watch a movie or something?
If I have it at home, it'll be just nuts.
Just nuts?
Yeah.
That's a pretty healthy.
Like popcorn, I guess.
Yeah.
Something like
That's
that.
probably mine. Popcorn.
If I'm going to go out and get out of my way to get something, it'll be like salt and vinegar chips.
Oh, yeah.
Or something like that, yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely salty. Those are good. All right. So last major question here. Why do you make CrossFit part of your life? Like what's your why, as Jocelyn has said before?
Well, the year I started CrossFit, my mom took a bad fall. So I started in January. My mom took a bad fall, and that was kind of the start of her decline of her health.
Mm-hmm.
And then my brother passed away later that spring. And throughout all of that, I just remember being able to, work out and bring some of the good energy from the gym to like the hospital and things like that. And I really found that helpful, like the community aspect of it. Fitness aside, which is awesome and fun. It was definitely the community that keeps me coming back.
Yeah. I think that's such an important part that a lot of people neglect, is like, there's something about the mental health side of things. And Joss and I are going to do a whole podcast on mental health because it's close to home for us, but it really is. There's something about it, like there's something about, like you said, the community that just like makes everything better and, to like escape from the real world where you just get to go goof around and like the nooners, right? That's always like, it's like gym class where, they've been in math and social studies all morning long and like, now we got gym class and they just get to go crazy and be ridiculous. And
yeah, exactly.
I think especially as, like church has always filled that role for a lot of people. But I think as people realize that like if church isn't their thing and they need that like community, it's like, where do you find it? What do you do?
Yeah.
If you're not in touch with high school friends anymore, or it's like you don't have a big family or anything, it's a difficult thing to find. I remember when Jocelyn and I first moved to Saskatchewan and we didn't know anybody, and we would like go out for dinner with her parents because they were the only people we knew. And I remember like looking on the internet being like, adult friends finder. I'm like, oh, that's not what we're looking for. That's the wrong genre. It's tough, right? It's tough to get to know people as a grown up, right?
But this is also finding like-minded people.
Yeah, for sure. People who prioritize health and fitness and more than just like going out drinking or, eating pizza or whatever.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Anything else you want to add?
No, I don't think so.
We nailed it.
Just,
quick and to the point,
right?
Efficient.
I knew it was going to be a long interview, so this is good.
Like you don't have a book you just wrote that we can talk about for hours.
No,
so
I'm working on a book right now. I'm not.
There's vampires and there's zombies and rope climbs. It's zombies who learn how to rope climb.
That's right. We kill the people who created wall balls.
Yes. Yeah. It's evil. Well, thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you for having me.
Sherralee does our Monday and Wednesday mornings, and I expect to see much more of her in the future. Yes. Awesome. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.